Time now for today's Recall Roundup. If you take Xanax for anxiety, you will want to check your medicine cabinet. Viatris is recalling a batch of its tablets sold under the brand name alprazolam. The pills failed quality testing, and they may not break down and actually release the drug into the body as intended. The affected bottles contain 60 tablets of the 3-milligram extended release. If you're worried about whether your Xanax is on this recall, go ahead and talk to your doctor or pharmacist. If you have these 32-degree heated socks, go ahead and stop using those. They were sold at Costco up until last month. When worn during high-intensity activities that generate a combination of heat, excessive friction, moisture, and pressure, the socks can actually cause burns. 14 heat-related incidents have already been reported.